Welcome back to CyHawk Game Day. Let's get into today's matchups and the keys to the game. We'll start with Iowa State. They are taking on Kansas State. I think the biggest thing, regardless of who you have back there, running back, we don't know if Jyrell Brock will be back for this game. I believe that's a game time decision. But run the ball effectively.
Yeah, they've got to run the ball effectively. What other teams are doing with Baylor, Kansas, they're taking away a deep shot, and then they're essentially telling their safeties, you don't have to be involved in the run game because we're going to take care of it. If you run the ball, it changes the entire scheme of what the defense is going to do. And if you're able to do that, the next thing you can do is finish drives. When they have to change their defense, then you can expose the weaknesses. And then if you're going to finish drives on one side, on the other side, you have to contain Martinez and Deuce Vaughn, which is one of the best running backs, if not the best rushing attack in the Big 12. So you've got to run the ball effectively and stop the run, just like every other game in college football.
Absolutely. Well, let's shift gears now to Iowa. They are taking on Illinois. They've done a good job so far of taking care of the football, no turnovers. They got to continue that today.
Yeah, they don't have enough firepower to overcome that. So stay turnover free. You have to make sure that the number of opportunities you're going to get is probably small. This is going to be a Big Ten West game, which is, to say, not a lot of great offense. So you're not going to get a lot of drives. So stay turnover free. You have to protect Petrus, which helps with number one, because that's usually when the problems arise, is when Petrus gets in trouble or has to scramble. The other one is going to be stop Chase Brown. So again, run the ball, stop the run. It's two things that, if both Iowa and Iowa State do that, they're going to win the game, because both of these games are fairly old Big Ten style, going to finish in the teens, and just a lot of running the ball.
Yeah, real quick, I think we kind of talked about it earlier. This can kind of be a turning point game for both Iowa and Iowa State, maybe more so for Iowa State. It could kind of lead your season into one or two directions.
Right. If they win the game, they're 4-2. They would have wins over Iowa and Kansas State, and their losses are actually pretty decent losses to Baylor and Kansas, which Kansas is a good team this year. So you have a 4-2 team with two really good wins, two not bad losses. You're actually in a fine spot for the season. If you lose this game, you're 3-3, 0-3 in the conference. That's a very different story. Iowa's in a similar position because the Big Ten West is wide open. There are no good teams, and so they have the chance. It'd be flipping the same thing. So if they're able to win, 4-2 is a lot different than 3-3. So this is a big opportunity for both Iowa and Iowa State to turn their seasons.
Yeah, a lot on the line here. Well, we're going to take one final break, but when we come back, we'll give our score predictions for today's games.